Hi everyone, Ashish Kyal here, and this is a very quick, short video which I'm making for you all in order to see which direction you have to bet, where is Nifty headed, what happening with global markets, tariff or no tariff, is it going to form a bottom, is it going to rally, are we going to see the mother of bull market soon, or are we going to tank before that? So, lot of questions that comes to the mind, and lot of events resulting into directly the gap that you see either upside or downside. So many of you have been anxious in this kind of a market because there is gap. So one thing is very sure, in this market, if you want to survive, you need to have a method, you need to know where to place a stop loss, and you need to reduce your position size. You should not be going to recover your losses, because if you go with that mindset, you will lose more. The only mindset that you can make money in this market from is from the fact that what is your stop loss, what is your risk management style, and what are the charts suggesting, including the time cycle wave patterns. क्या लग रहा है? तो ये चीजों को क्लब करना है, and managing the risk couldn't have been more important than something like this. If you only thought that markets can fall on the downside and that's the risk, you are mistaken, because when there is such kind of sharp moves, the reversals can also be sharp. Now, if you look at GIFT Nifty, at one point of time was up by 900 points, then it's up by only 400 points. Maybe it will go negative. You have no clue where we are going to open. In fact, that's what event does. Event makes market move in random fashion, where there is no certainty, no predictability, because these are short-term eventful movements. So the gap which is going to happen in the market is going to driven by what is the event happening. When I say about event, Trump announces something again today, market will gap down. If he announces something tomorrow, market can gap up. These are events. And I completely accept that when these are events, I don't apply the methods for short-term trading. I shift my trading style from the short term either to only intraday, where the overnight event risk does not hamper, or to a little medium term where I can get that clarity. Short term volatility will happen with gap down, gap up, but long term, medium term forecasting ability will still work, because market will behave randomly over short term for few days, but then eventually the trend will resume. So what is the long-term suggesting, and what are the stocks? What are the not the stocks? What is the index showing is what I want to show you and share across right now on the weekly time frame chart. तो जब भी ऐसे इवेंट्स होते हैं ना, अपने आप को या तो खाली इंट्रा डे में रखो, जहां इंट्रा डे में बाय सेल करके चले गए। पोजिशनल अगर लेके जा रहे हो तो पोजिशंस को हेज करो, और मीडियम टर्म व्यू बनाओ, उस हिसाब से अपने आप को प्लेस करो। दैट्स व्हाट यू कैन डू, दैट्स व्हाट आई कैन डू, दैट्स व्हाट एनीवन कैन डू हियर। इफ यू कम बैक एंड टेल मी कि यार यू नो वेव पैटर्न, यू नो टाइम साइकिल, सो व्हाई आर नॉट प्रेडिक्टिंग द मार्केट? इवेंट है यार, कल उसका मूड क्या होगा मुझे थोड़ी मालूम है। इफ हिज मूड चेंजेस ही माइट डू समथिंग एल्स। आई एम नॉट लायबल फॉर दैट, राइट? What I can do is what are the charts suggesting and what levels are the prices, if breaks will be nervous sign. That's what I can tell you. And if you are interested in listening to that, then continue to watch this video and do put your comments down there, else skip kar do yaar. So यहाँ पर, and I'm going to be brutally honest with you, what is there is there. Okay. So and in these videos, if you are liking this, especially in during these times, comment or retweet karna nahi bhulna, because that makes me understand these videos are useful and I keep doing this. So if I come to the chart now, first thing first, निफ्टी का जो लो है 21,750, that is still intact on a closing basis. That's one. And that level 21,750 नहीं, previous जो लो था, I'll show you on the chart, that still remains intact on the closing basis. So that's still a sign कि हम वहां से बाउंस बैक हुए। पहली चीज। दूसरी चीज, 23,800 का जो लेवल था, जो हमने बात की थी आज से एक डेढ़ महीने पहले, दैट लेवल रिमेन्ड इंटैक्ट ऑन अ क्लोजिंग बेसिस। विप्सा हुआ, शार्प अप मूव आया, विप सवाल, लेकिन वो लेवल क्लोज नहीं किया अंटिल 16th of April. That date is coming near, which is only 2 to 3 trading sessions away, given the holidays. So something can change post 16th April, which means we might see a lot of gap down, gap up until 16th, 17th April, and then we might try to stabilize. That's what I'm seeing can happen in the market. That's how I am seeing the market. So let me go on the chart and explain you what the medium term view is looking like. So I'm going to share across my weekly time frame chart over here. If I look at the weekly time frame chart, और ये हमारे मंथली रिसर्च में पब्लिश करते डिटेल में, मैंने पूरा पाथ बता रखा है, जो आप मेरे वेबसाइट पे wavestrategy.com पे फाइंड आउट कर सकते हैं. If I look at this, this is the channel lower trend line which I have plotted. Nifty weekly time frame came down, protected it on a weekly closing basis back inside this trend line. It's very crucial level where we stand right now. If we fill the gap on the upside about 23,000 sustains there, we will have that cushion once that happens. If we break the low of 21,740, 750, then things can go nasty. So I am taking one step at a time. My view is not bullish or bearish. My view is to see the price action from here on. Many people will comment, यार व्यू ही नहीं पता तो फायदा क्या. ओनली नो वॉइस ट्रेडर, जिन्हें ट्रेडिंग नहीं आती और जिन्हें इन्वेस्टमेंट करने की समझ नहीं, वही ऐसा सोचते हैं. What is important is accepting it. If tomorrow Nifty manages to close above the level and fills the gap on the upside, it's a very strong positive sign. So I can place my strategy from medium term perspective accordingly. मीडियम टर्म पर्सपेक्टिव आई एम टॉकिंग, नॉट शॉर्ट टर्म. शॉर्ट टर्म में ट्रेडिंग अपॉर्चुनिटी शायद ना मिले, क्योंकि अगर इतना रैली 1000 पॉइंट का हो चुका है तो हम लेट हो जाएंगे. देन शॉर्ट टर्म चार्ट्स पे जाके देखना. दैट्स द मीडियम टर्म व्यू, which means we will move violently between the zone of 23,800, which is the cycle high, and the zone of this channel, which is right now at 22,380. इसके बीच में वॉयलेंट मूवमेंट होगा हमारा. 22,270 एक इंपॉर्टेंट है. सो माई लेवल्स टू वॉच फॉर हियर ऑन इज गोइंग टू बी 23,800 एंड 22,270. सो 22,270 के नीचे अगर हम आ जाते हैं, धीरे धीरे नर्वसनेस बढ़ेगी. 23,800 के ऊपर अगर हम चले जाते हैं, 23,800 विच हैज बीन द साइकिल हाई, दिस लेवल, तो कॉन्फिडेंस बढ़ेगा. दिस जोन is going to be a violent random zone. In this violent random zone, you can still trade and make money, but you need to form option strategy here. You need to keep a watch on implied volatility. What is the IV? You need to keep a watch on how you are managing your risk and how you are going to manage the risk in case of a gap down or gap up tomorrow. That's the question you have to ask. Reduce your position size. Trade in option strategy. Stop looking at futures. Start focusing on index trading rather than stocks from short-term trading perspective. If I come to the daily chart now, and I'm looking at that zone which I talked about, that's where this wave G is ongoing. This date is written way back when prices were here. And we are just nearing that. And that's 23,800, which is still not broken on a closing basis. We will move violently in this zone area in any direction. For me as a trader, as an option strategist, I will place myself sufficiently far away on the upside of this zone and on the downside far away in case of an event on this zone. As an option strategist, not option buyer I'm talking about, you will be trading, ensuring prices does not go here and prices does not go here, and get all the random events happening in this zone. Now you need to form a strategy. It can be strangle, it can be butterfly, it can be different ways of doing things. But जो भी करना है, बाहर बैठ के ऊपर से और नीचे से देख के करना है. अंदर जाके करने के लिए या तो स्कैल्पिंग ट्रेड निकालो, शॉर्ट टर्म इंट्राडे ट्रेड करो या शांति से बैठो। यहां पर पूरा पूरा मूव इवेंटफुल होने वाला है। डेली बायस के हिसाब से वी हैव क्लोज्ड अबाउट द प्रायर कैंडल आई विच कीप्स द बायस ऑन द लॉन्ग साइड। शॉर्ट टर्म ट्रेडिंग के लिए इफ यू नीड द लेवल, इफ वी आर एबल टू क्रॉस द हाई ऑफ प्रायर डे, जो भी ये लेवल था विच वाज, आई टेल यू द एग्जैक्ट लेवल, 22,700 के ऊपर 1 आवर कैंडल बंद होती है। यू नेवर नो, 22,700 के ऊपर 1 आवर कैंडल बंद होती है। प्लेस योर सेल्फ ऑन द लॉन्ग साइड फॉर दैट इंट्राडे ट्रेड। डिप्स पे आया बाय करो, डिप्स आया बाय करो। टारगेट कैन बी 23,050। इफ वी फेल टू डू दैट एंड गैप फील हो जाता है नीचे में एंड इस लेवल के फिर नीचे आ जाते हैं, गेट कॉशियस, देन रिवर्सल कैच करने की कोशिश करो। दैट्स हाउ यू हैव टू ट्रेड इंट्राडे। या मीडियम टर्म पर्सपेक्टिव से वीकली चार्ट पे देख के पोजीशन बनाओ, या शॉर्ट टर्म स्विंग ट्रेडिंग के लिए इस पूरे जोन के बाहर बैठो और ऑप्शन में स्ट्रेटेजी बनाओ। दिस इज वॉट आई एम डूइंग एंड दिस इज वॉट आई एम शोइंग। अगर आपको करना है तो वैसे आप कर सकते हो, नहीं करना है तो आप देख सकते हो क्या हो रहा है मार्केट के अंदर। सो इफ यू आर लाइकिंग दिस शॉर्ट नगेट्स ऑफ फ्रॉम अ ट्रेडर्स perspective, brutally honest how it works, like and share and put your comment down there or retweet करिए। and if you are someone who is looking forward for the key levels, then morning के ट्वीट में मैं वो मेंशन करूंगा। चलिए आज के लिए इतना ही इस शॉर्ट वीडियो में, एंड मिलेंगे जल्द। हैव अ वंडरफुल टाइम, बिकम अ वंडरफुल ट्रेडर।